Hi everyone, my name is Ugochi Vivian Uka, and today I'd like to talk about something that I think is important in this coronavirus atmosphere. I know you're thinking, oh, another coronavirus thing. I know, but this is quite important, and it is concerning dating in the era of coronavirus. So I have 3 points. The first one is concerning single people. So I hear that lots of people have signed up on dating apps, Tinder, Bumble, people are chatting and, texting. It's all good and rosy, woo, butterflies everywhere. And that's nice. It's a good way to keep yourself busy, especially now that a lot of people have been asked to work from home and not to go out. So I think it's great. The only downside to it is that some people are actually asking people to go out on dates, you know? And previously, I would be like, yeah, after you chat with someone for a while, of course you should go out and meet them in person to see if they're actually who they are. But now with the whole virus thing happening, I don't think it's a good idea to be going out on dates for several reasons, okay? And I'll tell you why. So, first of all, the logistics of the whole going out on dates. You might be like, oh, usually nobody asks me out on dates. This is a good opportunity. I have to go out now. But think about the logistics. You have to get in on the metro, on the bus, subway to get to wherever you're going to, probably if you don't drive. And then a lot of restaurants and bars are closed. So what are you going to do? Where are you going to have your dates? And you're going to take walks in this weather. And even if the weather is not bad, like you're going to take walks, but you can't hold hands because we've been asked to socially distance ourselves. So you're just going to be walking, 6 feet apart from each other and probably screaming at each other to have a conversation. I mean, maybe somebody will be like, I like you. And then you'll be like, I like you too. I don't know how this is going to work. And remember, because you're supposed to be that far apart, you can't really have any physical contact. You can't kiss the person. Even if you were a cartoon where they stretch the lips, it can't reach 6 feet. I mean, imagine somebody as tall as 6 feet in between you and the other person. That's how you should be in this period. So I'd say try to say no, okay? There's nothing wrong with saying no. Like if someone asks you to go out on a date, even if you're single, you can just say, I really like to, but can we wait till this coronavirus thing settles down? And I think it's good. If somebody doesn't want to wait, then maybe the person is not for you. Maybe this can be a way of you testing who is patient enough, who can wait for you. This might be a romantic thing, actually. Could be romantic. And don't think, the world is coming to an end, I'm gonna die alone, blah blah blah. No, I know the song is quite popular, but if the world is ending, you come over now. Mm-mm. No, the world is not ending, so nobody should be coming over, okay? Stay where you are. Just calm down, single people. Calm down. And use this time, even if you're not chatting with anybody, use this time to maybe find yourselves. Use this time to check up on your family. Some of you don't even ever talk to your families or friends. So maybe use this time to make video calls with your families and check up on them. There was a viral voice note, a few days ago about some African mom. She was looking for her son. Only God knows where this guy went to. Instead of him to be nearby in this period, according to her, she was just going around. He was just going around, sorry. So just use this time to do other things, keep yourself busy. Remember that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. Now, I'm not saying that those people asking you out on dates are devils, but think well. But if you think that you must go out, you have to go out on a date, it's killing you, then be careful. Take your hand sanitizers, wear mask if you feel you need to, spray the hand sanitizer in the air when you get to your date. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but just be careful. Think about yourself, think about the people around you. It's very important. The second point I want to make is for people who are in relationships, whether married, whether living together, or just boyfriend and girlfriend, and this coronavirus thing as well, you might be thinking, oh, you're not at risk because you're with somebody, you're with one person, but you might even be at greater risk than the single people. because you don't know what your partner is doing outside. And if you don't know what they're doing outside and they catch something and they come home, you're going to be the first person to catch it from them. So while you're looking out for yourself, also check that the people around you, your partners, are also being hygienic during this period. I mean, I went out a few days ago and I bumped into a neighbor I hadn't seen in a long time. And he was like, hey, he wanted to shake my hand. And I was like, ooh, coronavirus. And then I kept my hands to myself. So I'm not saying I have any virus or he has any virus, but it's just surprising that people are still trying to shake hands in this day and age with everything happening. And people go out, unless you're with them every single day, you don't know where your partner has been and what they've taught. In my ballroom dance class a few weeks ago, when I went for class, I use the sanitizer as usual. There's always sanitizer. There's always been sanitizer in my ballroom dance class, and I always used to use it, but I never used to look out for who used it or not. But I was a little more careful the last time I went. This was before the whole ban, we shouldn't go out. I was careful because coronavirus was already spreading, and I was looking to see who was using it. So this other girl who dances, she came in, she used it immediately, and I noticed that the guy who used to dance with us is an older man. He came in, he didn't even touch the hand sanitizer, and he just, stood there. So I told him, I said, excuse me, sir, can you use the hand sanitizer? And he was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh means where in French. And I was thinking, there's hand sanitizer like almost everywhere here. You don't even know where it is, meaning that all this while, this guy has been coming there for weeks. So all this while, we've been dancing, salsing and, tangoing. He's not been using the hand sanitizer. So I don't know if he's even been washing his hands at all. I hope he has been. I always washed my hands even before and after, but you can imagine that. And then he could go home and who knows what will happen. And then even as I was there trying to process the whole, wow, this guy really doesn't know where the hand sanitizer is, another guy came in, like this was a brand new guy, fresh guy, first time in class. He came in and he didn't touch this hand sanitizer. And I was like, okay, maybe he doesn't know, he's new, fair enough. And so I told him, mind you, I don't even work in this place. I was just a student there, but because I was looking out. So I told him, oh, sir, you can use the hand sanitizer. It's right over there. And this guy was like, oh, I don't need it. I'm not afraid of the coronavirus. I'm good. I don't need it. And I was like, what? And he was still standing there. I had to say, I kind of had to lie. I was like, it's the school policy that you have to use the hand sanitizer. And I looked at my teacher and I was like, right? And then she told him, yeah, you go use the hand sanitizer before he went to use it. So can you imagine, what people are doing? And don't think you can trust anybody, like just because maybe you might be thinking, oh, doctors and public health researchers and other people will be better off. No. I read this on my blog, my last blog post. When I was a student, I'm still kind of a student, but when I was a student in the public health department, I went to use the bathroom with somebody. It's all the shared bathrooms, and then you finish, you come out, and the taps and sinks for you to wash your hands. And I was talking with this person, and this person did not wash their hands. And I was like, no, it's not possible. They probably forgot because we're talking, because this person's a public health researcher like I am. And I told the person, why don't you wash your hands? And the person said, we Africans, we have strong immunity. We don't catch many things. And I was like, no, I don't know about that. You better wash your hands. And so, just so you know, people might not be washing their hands. Even till now, I hope the person has changed, but you don't know. So make sure that you're checking when your partners come home. Make sure that they wash their hands, they use hand sanitizers before they even hug you, okay? And then the third thing I want to talk about is, okay, something happened, true story, recently. I was chatting with somebody, and this guy, we're just chatting about the whole virus and things, it was probably a potential. And at some point he was like, I have everything I need. I even have toilet tissue paper. So if you want, you can come and get. And I was like, what? You're one of those hoarders? And I was just turned off completely, And I was thinking to myself, so has it come to an era where before it used to be Netflix and chill, come on Netflix and chill, and now it's more of, ooh, look at me, baby, I got some tissue paper, come get it. Like, what is happening? You know, I can understand people hoarding food. I can understand people hoarding even medication and hand sanitizer, but tissue paper, toilet tissue paper, I mean, excuse my French, the people, what the shit? I mean, literally, what the shit? You do know that this virus is not a stomach virus. It does not make you poop any more than you usually do. And even if it did, you do know that you can wash your bum bum with water if you took showers every day. You would know that. But I guess a lot of you don't take showers, you know, and that explains the smell and the stink of the metro and subway and buses. But that's a story for another day, you know. So please, people, stop with the hoarding. And now the most annoying thing is that people are now selling this tissue paper and all the things that they bought on online on Amazon, Kijiji, Craigslist, you know. And it's just not fair. Some people need these items, and you've gone and cleared out the store so that people who need them cannot even have them. If you think you bought more than enough, instead of going online to sell like idiots or letting the mice in your homes eat them up, why don't you take them back to the store? A lot of stores have 14-day return policy. If you haven't opened them, you take them back to the store with your receipt and say, I don't need this, I bought too much. Can you please refund me? And hopefully they'll take it back. Okay, that's much better to do instead of just selling them or just storing them. However, if you decide that you don't want to, that's fine. If the world eventually comes to an end, I hope that there's a special place for you filled with shit so that you can eventually use all this tissue paper that you packed. Okay? Now, I'm glad I've gotten all of this out of my chest. And I'm gonna get back to work because I'm working from home. If you want to hear more about me, you can check out my blog on www.ugochivuka.blogspot.com, or you can follow me on Instagram on Ugochuka, at Ugochuka, or at Lavi's blog. Until next time, keep calm, stay positive, and stay coronavirus free. Okay? God bless. One.